Hello everyone. In this video, we will continue our previous year question analysis, and we have already discussed from question number 1 to question number 26, and a long video, I think 50 minutes, uh, which will cover from question number 41 to 60, which is mostly organic and stereochemistry. Okay, and in this video, we will discuss from question number 27. Okay. So let's start. So the question number 27 is, in which of the following arrangement the sequence is not strictly according to the property written against it? Okay. So options. So option A is here the option A is given the increasing acidic strength. Okay. And for that arrangement, the arrangement is HF has lowest acidic strength, and this is the trend when we go top to bottom. Okay, in a group, top to bottom, that is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. And we know that when the hydrates of these halides, okay, the hydrates of these halides, when you go from top to bottom, are more or less stable. That means it will give H plus ion very easily. Okay, so HI has the most potential or have the strength of giving H plus more as compared to the other halides. And why? Because the size of iodine is much bigger than the rest of the halides. So when you say this is hydrogen and this is iodine, okay, and the size of bromine, I will draw again here. The size of bromine is slightly lesser than iodine, so the ionic strength of HI is more than other as compared to the other halides. So this is the correct statement. Okay. Fluorine has a less why fluorine more electronegative, and it will hold the hydrogen more tightly. Okay, so option A is the correct answer. So look at the option B, and the option B is all about nitrogen family group, group 15. Okay, ammonia, phosphine, arsenic, and antimony, increasing basic strength. And we know that ammonia is the most basic. Okay, and why? Because the lone pair, right? Because the lone pair, I will write here ammonia. Okay, the lone pair is here, which is the lone pair here is sp3 hybridized. sp3 hybridized. Okay, but in case of all these three, that is phosphorus and arsenic and antimony, these lone pairs are not in sp3 hybridized, these are in pure s orbital. Okay, these are in pure s orbital. Okay, pure s orbital. So these lone pair possessed by phosphorus cannot be denoted easily, because s orbital are more less directional as compared to p orbital. Okay, so phosphorus ammonia has more basic, and this is the wrong arrangement. Okay, or can say wrong order. Okay. So next move to the question option number C, the increasing fast ionization enthalpy. So you have to know the trend of ionizing enthalpy. When you go left to right in the periodic table, the ionization energy increases. Okay, the ionization energy increases. Okay, because that means that it will require more energy to donate its electron. Okay. And when you go from top to bottom, you move from top to bottom, the ionization enthalpy again decreases. When you go from left to right, ionization enthalpy increases, and when you move to top to bottom, it will decreases. Okay, because size increases. It will require less energy to remove one electron. Okay, when from a larger atom. Okay. So boron, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen. That's the order of trend of left to right. Okay. So when you go from left to right, boron, carbon, nitrogen, up to this is correct, but here reverse the order. Okay. This is the incorrect part. So option C cannot be the answer. So option D. Option D is increasing oxidizing power. Okay. When you see again, you have to know the trend of oxidizing power in the periodic table. Okay, and this is very basic. You have to know that. And the trend is when you move from top to bottom. That is from carbon, silicon, SN, and lead. When you move from top to bottom, the metallic character increases. Okay, and reducing power increases. Reduction power increases. Reduction means loss of a gain of electron. Reduction, but reducing agent means itself the compound will the element will be oxidized. That means oxidize and will reduce the other compounds. This is the term used, reducing agent. This is called reducing agent, reducing power. Reducing power means itself the compound will be oxidized and it will reduce other element. Reducing power increases. Okay. When you go from move from top to bottom, okay, metallic character increases, reducing power increases. Okay, and the reverse is oxidizing power decreases. Okay, if reducing power increases, obviously the oxidizing power decreases. So this is also the incorrect statement. Okay, it reverses the order. It is the reducing power. Okay, it is not the oxidizing power trend. Okay, so next move to the question number 28. Okay, in which of the following arrangement the order is not according to the property indicated against it? Okay, very simple question. Again, I will let you know the trends. The increasing ionic size. Always remember that if a metal gain one electron, if it gain one electron, its size always increases. Okay, if it gain one electron, its size always increases, and if it loses electron, its size decreases. And here the since aluminum in plus 3 state, it has the smallest size. Okay, and then comes to the magnesium, not according to the property of magnesium. Then comes to the sodium, then fluorine magnesium. Okay, and next option B is ionizing fast ionization enthalpy. Similarly, the ionization enthalpy is the same as fast ionization enthalpy. Okay, and ionization enthalpy when you move from left to right increases. Okay, boron, carbon, nitrogen, then oxygen. Okay, then it moves to the next period. So this is also not the correct option. Okay, since it mix up one another period. So phosphorus is less as compared to the oxygen. So option B cannot be the answer. Similarly, we can neglect the option A as well. And when you see option number C, this is the increasing electron gain enthalpy with a negative sign. Okay, with a negative sign. With a negative sign means you have to give energy to neutralize fast. That means if an element have a negative of 10 electron volt enthalpy, initial electron gain enthalpy, you have to put plus 10 electron volt, then it becomes 0 electron volt, then you have to give the required electron volt of energy so that it will gain electron. So highest the number of highest the value of negative electron enthalpy, it has the highest electron gain enthalpy. Okay, simple. Because we have to make it 0, then only we can give the requirement enough energy to gain the electron, and that is called the electron gain enthalpy. Okay, so this is also the incorrect statement, because the fluorine has the highest electron gain enthalpy. Okay, so this is also another correct option. So option D is the correct answer. Why? The increasing metallic radius. Obviously rubidium has the highest metallic radius as compared to the other element in the group, fast group. Okay, lithium, sodium, potassium. Okay, so option D is the correct answer. And the question, okay, wait. In which of the following arrangement the order is not according to the property indicated against it? Okay, then okay, wait. So this is not asking about. So the question is asking about which one is the correct, not according to the property indicated against it. Not. Okay, not is given. That means there are out of the 4 options, 3 options is correct and 1 is the wrong answer. Okay, so option D is the correct answer, and we know that option C also the correct answer, and option A is the correct answer. So for the not, option B is the correct answer. For that question, these are the correct but not according to the question. So option A, C, D is eliminated and B is the correct answer. Okay. So next move to the question number 29. Which this question is reverse of what you think. This is not about not asking about what is the correct statement. This is asking about what is the incorrect statement. Okay. So question number 19. Which one of the following substance has the highest proton? Which one of the following? So which one of the following substance has the highest proton affinity? Simple. If strong base can do the task of getting taking higher proton, maximum number of proton, so strong base is ammonia. Why not water? Water sometimes you see it is neutral. Okay, so ammonia is the best option from the highest proton affinity. Okay, so next move to the question number 30. For the question number study, the correct sequence which shows the decreasing order of the ionic radii of the element. Decreasing radii, for you have to remember that if a metal gain electron, its size always increases. Okay, if a metal lose an electron, okay, its size always decreases. Okay, so in this way the option number 30. Okay. So option number D is the correct answer. Since the oxygen has highest negative, it means its size increases because of repulsion. Okay, and aluminum has a maximum positive charge. Its size decreases. So option D is the correct answer. So next move the question number 31. Question number 31 from F block element. F block element, and this is the only question asked in a NET, GATE, and any exam. From if any exam asking about F block, these are the very evergreen questions. Only these questions are always repeated. Okay, so you have to remember the question as well. So considering the ion. So consider the ions europium 3+, gadolinium 3+, samarium 3+, and lutetium 3+. The observed magnetic moment. Okay. The observed magnetic moment and calculated magnetic moment value are closest for the pair. Okay. And the answer is option D. Always remember that these two elements are very, very important, samarium and europium 3+. In this case, you will get this magnetic moment from observed and calculated from experimental value are almost equal. Why? Because their population, the J coupling, that is spin orbit coupling. That is the spin orbit coupling value, J value. Okay, for samarium 3+ and europium 3+, these are have lowest ground state, highest number of atom in their ground state. Okay, highest number of element, how can say populated high ground state. There are much lower population in their highest energy level. Even if the temperature is increased, their population remains as it is. Since the population of these two elements, even after increasing the temperature, remains as it is, there is no significant change in population. Okay, this is the reason why these two elements have the same magnetic moment from both observed and calculated magnetic value. So option D is the correct answer. Options. Remember these two elements; these are very important, and you will not surprise if the question repeat again, because there is much less research about F block element, and these questions are repeated again and again. So remember. So next move to the question number 32. Identify the order of representing is increasing pi acidity of the ligands. Okay, for pi acidity. Okay, pi acidity. Pi acidity means the compound must have a pi bond. This is very common sense that the compound must have a pi bonds. So look at the options first. So NET3, this compound does not contain any pi bond, so this have to be very less pi acidity. So which option it contains? Option D. Option D is the correct answer. I will take the answer when see the options. Okay, this is the only compound, it does not contain any pi bonds. So there is no question about the compare the pi acidity of other elements, because it does not contain pi bonds. So since primary amine does not contain the pi bonds, so you can definitely say that this have a less pi acidity. So option D is the correct answer. Only D option contains this element has the lowest pi acidity. Okay, so option D is the correct answer. And pi acidity is simply the accepting power of electron, the deficiency of pi bonds in the compounds. Obviously, the carbonyl have much more than a carbon monoxide have much more than C2F4, because C2F4 is C. Fluorine are more electron withdrawing group. Fluorine contain more. Fluorine will withdraw the electron. Double bond C. Fluorine. Fluorine. Again it contain fluorine. Fluorine. So it will pull the electron. Pi bonds. Pi electron. So it is also has less pi electron density. Pi electron density decreases. Okay. So this is in the second option. So option B. Option D is the correct answer. So next move the question number 33. So in this video we will discuss up to question number 33 only. Why? Because from question number 34 it will start from coordination, and we will do a separate video for that. Okay. So question number 33 is, which of the following statement is false? Okay. So question number 33. Okay. Liquid ammonia has a leveling effect on the strength of HF and HCl. So first of all we have to know what is the leveling effect. Okay. What is leveling effect? If I say in a simple words, leveling effect is just like to make a weak acid. Okay. To make a weak acid to feel like a strong acid. How can you convert a weak acid into strong acid? This is the concept of leveling effect. If you convert a weak acid into strong acid, in that particular situation, and that effect is called a leveling effect. Okay, or you can say weak acid to a strong acid, a weak base into a strong base. Okay, this is the condition, and the situation is known as leveling effect. Leveling means you will level the strength of acid and base, whether it is strong or weak. It will equalize the strength. Okay. So if for this leveling effect, you have to know or the concept. I will tell you only two statements. Remember these two statements. You don't need to worry about what is leveling effect. If I apply these two statements, that's all. It will solve your questions. Okay. So first statement is strong base. Okay. So you have to know only these two statements. Okay. That is strong base are leveling solvent for acids. That means if you put a strong base in that particular solution, okay, it will equalize the strength of strong and weak. Okay, equalize means there is no significant difference in strong and weak in that particular solution. And for weak base, it has the differentiating solvent. Differentiating means it will not equalize the strength of weak and strong. It will differentiate more. That means it will differentiate into strong and weak more larger as compared to the initial. Okay. So for strong base, so look at the options. So liquid ammonia has a leveling effect on the strength of HF and HCl, and this is correct, because why? It is a strong base. Ammonia is a strong base, so it can do. And the statement is asking about which is false. This is a true statement. Water has a leveling effect on the strength of HF and HCl. Okay, this is also true. Water can be a strong base. Okay. So next move the question, option number C. Acetic acid has a leveling effect on the strength of HF and HCl. This is also acetic acid, since it is acid. Okay, leveling effect can be done by a base only. Okay, leveling effect can be done by a and strong base, since asking about strong base, if you take the reverse of it, reverse is what? Weak base, it will differentiate. Okay, weak base, it will differentiate. Okay, so weak base will differentiate, and when you see acetic acid is a weak acid. Okay, for weak acid it has the leveling effect. Why? Because if weak base has a leveling a differentiating effect, if you reverse the statement, weak acid weak acid weak acid has a leveling effect. Okay, if the weak base has a differentiating effect, weak acid has a leveling effect. So option number C is also correct statement. Only two statement, you have to remember these two statement only, you don't need to worry about. Okay, so option C also correct answer. So since the question is asking about to false statement, option D is the false statement. Water is a differentiation, water is a base, it has a strong base as well, so water is has a leveling solvent for HCl and HCl. So option C is the correct answer for question number 33. So sometimes the question is not asking simpler manner, it will ask in a different manner, which is not a correct statement, and you will click the correct answer, you will get the wrong answer. Okay, so in this video I will stop here. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and if you not subscribe our channel, subscribe it. Okay.